This is Nick with F150LEDs.com. This tutorial will show you how to install our F150 mirror LED blinker kit as well as our F150 mirror running light LED strip kit. Both kits install very similar, although one has a few extra steps. So whether you're installing just the blinker kit or just the running light kit or both, take what you need from this video. The first step in the installation process is to remove the mirror glass. There are 3 points, 1, 2, and 3, that will need to be pried off. Once your 3 tabs have popped loose, gently but firmly, just begin to tug your mirror out and it'll pop right out. Be careful not to pull too hard as there are wires attached. You don't want to rip anything out. And you'll see here, and here are the points where you applied pressure. So the mirror popped off this rotation unit. You can now disconnect your mirror or leave it hanging. It's your choice. Just the next step is to remove these 4 torx screws, 1, 2, 3, and 4. This will loosen the back part of the mirror housing. With the 4 torx screws removed, this back casing will come off. So just start gently applying pressure from the outside in to remove. After removing the back casing, if your truck is equipped with puddle lamps, be sure to disconnect the positive and negative terminals, remembering which one goes where. Once your mirror housing has been removed, the next step is to remove this amber plastic lens here. Take a small flathead screwdriver and apply pressure on the outside end and it will pop right out. Make sure to come from this side of the housing, otherwise you may risk breaking tabs. Once the protective lens has been popped out of its joint here, as you see, it will come right out. And our next step is to make a space for our LED strips. Now, I recommend that you go ahead and take out the biggest gap you can, and that leaves you room for both the blinker kit and the running light LED strip kit in case you are installing both now or wish to install one or the other later. Once you remove the white coating, your lens will look something like this. We recommend using a Dremel. It makes it easy and fast, but you can use any type of carpenter's knife, cutting utensil, etc. to remove the white backing. The next step is to prep your mirror housing for the kit installs. Step 1 will be to drill out an area here for your power strips. Step 2 is to use the included cleaning pads to make sure that this surface is clean and that the kits will adhere strongly. After you have drilled out a place for your power strips and cleaned the adhesion area, the next step is to apply the LED strips. Here you can see the LED turn signal strip on the bottom and the LED running light LED strip on the top. The next step is to replace our amber lens over our LED kits. Once the amber lens is popped back on, use the included cleaning cloths to wipe down your lens. If you are only installing the LED blinker kit, now is the time to reinstall your headlight housing. First, you need to wire up your taillights. Using the included quick splice links, wire the red positive cable to this green wire here that's running to your front blinkers, and wire the black wire to this black ground wire here. This will activate and power your blinkers whenever the rest of your truck's blinkers are running. Be sure to reconnect your puddle lamps if so equipped, and reverse the process. We will now continue the install as if you are installing the running light LED strip. Running power to your mirrors for the running light LED strip kit will require the removal of your door panel and the removal of your mirror. It sounds like a daunting task, but there's really only a few steps involved. Firstly, popping out this back panel here behind the door plate using a flathead screwdriver, applying pressure down, and removing the bolt. After removing the back plate and bolt from the handle, look into the handwell section. You'll see a square outline of a box. Pry this open from this point using a flathead screwdriver and remove the bolt. Once the plate and bolt are removed, we will lift up this base plate here. Apply pressure at this point, followed by at the front tip here, and it will snap out and make the necessary disconnections. With the switch plate and control modules removed, you can now focus to the last step, which is removing 2 bolts at the bottom side of the door panels. Here and here. With the necessary bolts removed, the door panel will now lift vertically straight up and off of the door. If your door has power mirrors located at the top, now would be the time to make that disconnection and to remove the door handle from the door panel. Now that the door panel has been successfully removed, the next step is to gently pull back the protective coating and disconnect the wire harness from your exterior mirror. After you have successfully uninstalled the motor power clip, the next step is to remove the 3 mirror housing bolts. This will allow the removal of the mirror and the running of the power cable. After removing the nuts from these 3 bolts, the entire mirror housing can be slid out. After doing that, place it on a flat surface and remove the foam protectant layer. With the foam protectant layer removed, it's now time to run our power cable down this hole and out this area here. You may need to use some needle nose pliers or a coat hanger or some type of device to reach in and pull out your wire if you can't quite reach it with your fingers. Use the included kit wire to run for the power. After successfully pulling the wire through the mirror, continue to pull until about 1 foot is left on the mirror side. Run your wire through the connection point here in the foam padding and replace it back against the mirror housing. You now have installed your power wire into your mirror, and we are ready to reinstall the mirror housing to the truck. Before reinstalling your mirror mount using your 3 bolts, be sure to run your new power wire through the square opening here and into the cab of the truck. Run the full length of your wire and then reinstall. Once the housing is reassembled, your bolts are retightened, and your harness is reconnected, you'll take your new power wire, pull back this black layer here, run it along this harness until you get to this open square in the frame here. You'll run your wire through here and out to the door jamb where you pulled this rubber grommet off. All you have to do is tug it a little. And then you're going to take a small screwdriver with a bit and drill a small hole through the inside of the grommet with which you can run your power cable out of. Once you pull through your new power cable through the hole you just drilled, just reinsert this grommet into the door and reinstall your door panel, like so. We are then going to connect the positive and negative terminals for our blinker system into this green and black wire here that is already running to our front blinker system. The red wire will go to the green, and the black will go to the black. Use the provided quick connect. And to power our running lights, a red power wire will go to our new power wire that we just installed. Again, this is a review of your wiring. So from this blinker, the green goes to the power of your blinker LED system. The ground is connected to the ground of your LED system and the ground of your running light LED system. And the power from your running light LED system is connected to the power cable that we've added to the mirror assembly. It's now time to reassemble your mirror assembly and reattach your mirror. After reattaching your mirror housing lens, it's time to reinstall your 4 torx screws, followed by your mirror. To reinstall your mirror, you're going to need to apply pressure to your circular mount here, especially with regards to here, here, and here. These are the 3 click points. Make sure your mirror is aligned properly. You're just going to put your mirror up against your mount and firmly press against the 3 pressure points until you hear it click into place. With your new F150 LED kits successfully installed, all that's left is to run your new power cable to its power source. This is what a successful install will look like after you've run your power cable through your door up under your dash to the power source. Simply do that by running it out of the hole that you drilled in your grommet. You'll run it up under the door seal fitting here. You just pull back on the door seal fitting firmly, not too hard, and it'll pop right out, and you can run your cable right under that. You can fit your wire into this gap here. I've got it out so that you can see. And the next step is to run it under this dash all the way to the center console. As you can see, our power cable is running to our center console through that port and running to the passenger side where there is a power in the kick panel. Okay, so this is the passenger footwell, and you see the power cable that you've run under the dash. This is where it'll come out at. Just route it over this bracket here so keep it from getting kicked and keep it out of sight. And you'll just run it again. We've got it hung on this connector, and then it'll run right into this passenger fuse box. This plastic cover, as you see right here, will pop right off. Okay, so after you remove the kick panel cover, you'll see several fuse modules. This is the one that you're interested in. It's on the bottom of the panel, and in particular, you're interested in pin 6, slot 6. Now they are numbered. Now depending on your vehicle, your cable coloring can be different, but pin 6 is what you need. And you'll just take the provided splice connector, splice your power wire into the same wire that is connected to pin 6, and do that with both sides, your driver and passenger. And this will make sure that your power running mirror LED kits are powered whenever your headlights are on.